Hey everybody, it's John Osborne here, also known as Trader John O on StockTwits and Twitter. Let's take a look and see what our FX markets have going on for today. Let's start out with the Aussie yen. You can see we broke through this support, or this little congestion area that we have here at 84.995. We were watching for a break below that, and we're making a pretty strong move lower as we speak, on down to 83.738. So watch for that to head lower. In the Loonie Swissy, you can see we broke through its support level. We actually broke through this support right here at 0.74535, and then we came down and broke through this little bit of congestion here, and we're back up testing that right now. So we could see this just level out here, and we could go either direction here really, but it looks to me like we want to head a little bit lower, at least what the weekly is telling us, on a break of the 74535 line. So let's keep an eye on that one. In the Loonie yen, we've come down to the 82.708 support, but haven't broken that one yet. But it looks like we want to. Looking pretty bearish on the daily and the weekly. In the euro pound, we made a move up above this trend line here, went up and got partway to where the next pivot was, and then reversed back down again, sat on that trend line for a little while, and we just broke through today. So it looks like we're going to start heading back lower again. We're getting back into the weekly pennant that you can see up here, and maybe we'll make a move down towards the bottom part of that pennant now. We'll see. We're not exactly showing that much bearishness here. It looks rather neutral or consolidating here on the weekly, but we'll see how that one goes. And as far as the euro US dollar, we're coming up to this recent resistance line here that we're watching on this, based on this previous pivot here. We're still showing some pretty good energy moving forward for the daily, but we're kind of fading out on the 240. But let's see what happens. Remember, we broke above the pennant just for a little bit today, or this week, and we're pretty much sitting right on that pennant now. So maybe what will happen is we'll just quietly stay there for tomorrow and see where things go at the beginning of next week. In the pound dollar, we've moved up above its resistance trend line, and we still are moving in that direction up towards the 1.25689. So keep an eye on that pivot break, and then the one above that is the 1.27054, but also keep in mind the weekly pennant top right along here, which you can see on this line here. That's about 1.26349. And finally, in the US dollar yen, we have broken its support, and we're looking pretty strong coming down here. We're kind of having a little bit neutral, and maybe even a little bit of an tiny little bullishness here at the end, but I think we're going to see some more continued movement lower, because we look so bearish on the weekly, and we've broken the weekly supports here now. So this could be a good run down to at least 1.07 or 107.3, and maybe all the way down to 101.179. We'll see how that goes. I hope you have a great rest of your day.